Welcome to another episode of Timberborn in the village of Beaville. Today we are going to focus on building our explosive factory. Therefore we need to build first a couple of bad water pumps. I think one will be enough for now. And then we need to build our explosive factory. I'm thinking we're going to just extend it up here, build at least one, preferably two of them, so we have enough capacity to start blasting down all of this to the bottom level, so we can store a lot of water here and also here. And then I was thinking to, once we have enough metal, we are going to build over here a extension with platforms and dirt on top of it, so we can have a bigger wood production up here. And I'm just really excited to work with the 3D terrain, so I'm really curious how it will look. The movement of these pumps will have to wait a bit, because for the big pump we need treated planks, and we don't have that capacity to build it yet. So these will have to stay, and this, so we can't yet build the bridge on top of here. Yes. So let's go. As bad water is starting to flow out of here, we'll have power again with our production. So let's grab our platforms, because we need a couple of them to have space to actually build our explosive factory. We do have enough science now to build them. They need 30 planks, 30 gears, 30 metal blocks. We have 26 metal blocks, 15 gears and plenty planks. But we need to get some more storage for our metal blocks, because we only have enough storage because they leave them just in this building. So let's build another storage facility, and let's build that up here. Make that for metal. This is falling in the river, that's all fine, it's not overflowing. They can build this on a low priority, so once we get it connected with this shaft upwards, we have plenty power for the foreseeable future. And then we can also start to think about gravity batteries along this ridge here. As this is all filling up again, you can see there won't be any water flowing here, so we don't going to need this, and we can demolish our gear and plank production. But I'm willing to wait with that until we get a better idea of what we actually want to build here. Probably more grist mills and based on wind power. We should start all 4 of these pumps up, because we have run out of water. And of course, yeah, this will eventually overflow, and I do think it should be set at 1.6, so it doesn't naturally overflow here, but it only overflows once the water of this basin overflows. They are working here, they only need the gear, so let's unpass this gear workshop so they are a bit quicker with the production of the gears. We now have more storage available for our metal blocks, so we can get a good big amount of it ready. because they all, yes. First, this one is almost finished. Let's prioritize this one so we can actually start to produce gears, dynamite, and also give them some storage. Let's put 2 of them here for now. And 2 storages over here. 1 at least for gears, the other one we could do because we only have 1 gear storage. Or we might as well do 2. What can we store here? Well, let's just dynamite. Why not? But we do need to build our stairs back here, so we can go down in here and demolish these. Let's demolish these 2 first, because I don't want any stuck beavers. And with these stairs we have enough space to actually go and have all the space for laying down all the dynamite. We have 9. Yeah, we have 9 vacancies. We have 1 beaver in the inventor hut, so we can slowly build our science back up, because we do need to unlock the dynamite. It's 600 science, double dynamite 900, triple 1.2k. It's quite a bit, but for these 2 we also need extract, and to produce extracts we need a centrifuge, 600 science, and yeah, I don't think that's a now problem. That's we're going to build that in the future, because once we have platforms we also can start to build like another layer on top of these factories. And I want to use all these places for more factories, but therefore we first need to cut down all of these ruins. Do have a lot of scrap metal. We are gathering the faster than that they actually are able to produce it into metal, so let's just pause one. They got plenty backup for now. We have our first explosive factory. It takes them 3 hours to produce 1 explosive with 5 bad water, so we can pause him for now, because we do need a place to gather the bad water. And I'm thinking here, yes, we can do, don't need this one. Water, bad water pump, 250 science, rotate and flip, fit here, and then have some. The big storage won't fit with these windmills, but 1 here for bad water as just a supply, so you can just pick it up here, put it in here, and the haulers can take the bad water from here to over here where they are going to use it. If we have a nice place close by to, yeah, I'm going to demolish this. Obtain bad water, and yeah, we can always replace the lantern. this is what's being paused. Our gather flag, we don't really need it, so we can use this to maybe place something else. Probably should be adding medical beds. Because we have one. Yeah, we have only one medical bed, which is not enough because all these factories they injure a beaver quite quickly, and you don't want an injured beaver. They can't work. This is halfway done. They only need 2 more metal blocks, a couple of gears. Our gear production is running a bit low, so we could always add another one in here, but this one won't be that productive because yeah, maybe we actually can do it. Barely running at 100%, but this one only waiting for the gears. This one is also waiting for gears, so let's lower the priority on this one so they at least finish the bed water pump first. And yes, they can move here. So that's the last one of the overhangs here. They can't reach here. These ones are completely on top. If we don't have that much metal, but if we are smart, which I think we are going to place some contamination barriers over here. So once we have a bad flood, which we're not gonna have, our next season is a drought, but then we can build up more of this area with trees. But as we don't, we can at least plant one space in between them here. Yes. And behind him is still one blueberry. Let's just delete it. And then also to prep for the future, we should think about a place where we're going to grow pines, so we are able to collect the pine resin. A pine takes 12 days to grow and 7 days to grow pine resin, I believe it's called here. And we need the tapper shack for that, which is another 500 signs, which we don't have by far. So we are a bit stuck, but our forester doesn't quite reach up here, which is a bit of a shame. We do reach up here, but this one will dry out pretty quickly. Yes, and we're not really getting enough. One stranded. How the hell did you get stranded there? How did you do that? Come on, man. Now you're free again. Come on, move it. Yeah. Man, these beavers can be daft. Power. Get back in there, and one shelf there. Let's lower this priority and let them build this stairs first, so we don't get any more silly stupid beavers. Did you just stood up there? Well, it's not ready built. No. Oh, come on. You're kidding me. You Claylin? Finji? How stupid are you? Let's pause this, because these are quite cheap to put back in place, but come on, get out. Good. And the shaft there. And let's build this one first, because this... Oh, but yeah, so we don't get any more stuck beavers there. Only one more luck. Why didn't you finish it? Come on, mate. Yes, now we're at least... Yes, now we're at least stupidity proof up here, so they don't get stuck. Well, this shouldn't be supposed to get stuck in there. So now we can unpause our explosive factory, and you can pump all the bad water you want for at least 1.5 days. We only have sandwood. This, we do have enough gears to build it, so let's just put it on normal priority. They won't be able to actually produce stuff through the drought, but that's a sacrifice we have to make, because during the drought we can just put them in the inventor huts and then produce enough signs so we can actually unlock all the dynamite. We're not really producing enough water here, so let's prioritize these for the haulers, because we... yeah. I think we should just change this one for a bigger place for, you call it, water storage. Because our water is not doing so well, depending on how long our drought will be. It's going to be a bit of an issue. This one can be paused. This is doing fine. This should be prioritized by haulers. And yeah, let's just build some stuff for them to get a bit more well-being. So, how much are roofs? 60 science. Just might look a bit silly, but just scatter these around here, here, and let's try to be a bit cute, at least for once. Here, and then these, yeah, this will look silly, so no, let's don't do that. This will at least look a bit cute. Have them sitting up there. So how long will our drought be? How long? It's we at least got some wood coming back in here. 23 days. That's quite something. With only 400 water, but we do have a bit more storage up here. I am going to pause down 2 pumpers, not all of them, so we just keep an eye on this. These are all down, so we still have a bit of bad water left, so we can leave one on, so we can just build the last few dynamites. I think we can pause 1 gear, 1 plank, and at least 1 smelter. So they just going to work in here, so we can build enough signs to actually start to go and dynamite everything. How far are the trees? About halfway. Yeah, let's pause you and you, because we have 2 of them here, which for now will be, as long they can start when the trees are grown up, but for now it's not necessary to have 4 wood cutters up here. Water is still going up slightly. Our roof has been built, so they, at least the ones that are walking past here, getting a bit of a boost for aesthetics. So yeah, our well-being 14. Let's see how well. How are you doing? You are well-being 14. You have a working speed boost of 20%. At well-being 15, they get a 40% boost, so they work faster. They have a movement speed of plus 15%. The next boost is at level 22, that's a 30% boost, and the life expectancy is at well-being 17. So we should try to get a bit more done here for them. So yeah, we have 2 rooftop terraces. They have, how big is the capacity of them? They can have 5 visitors, total of 10. We have about 50 beavers, so we just need more space. So we this one. Yeah, we only have 2 of them. We are also going to place 1 here and 1 here, apart with a roof. Place the part here and here, so we can have some, so all the beavers actually have place to take part in one of these. We are building up the signs. It is going a bit slow, but it gives them something to do as long as we are down on power over here in our industrial area. I do still really like how these zip lines work. It's so fun to watch. Really is. We keep it about 450 and 500 water. This is going to run out, but these trees shouldn't completely die in that time period. Woods are lacking a bit, but we have plenty of space here for them to cut down woods. There is someone working here. We should add another lumberjack. How far can you reach? You can reach up there, so that's fine. So this is closed, this is also closed. Yes, let's put it at 0.7 once water goes down. Everything is looking pretty good for us so far. It's not perfect in any stretch of the imagination, but it is perfectly fine, as I would say. Not great, but fine. Oh, I forgot to place a path over here. Yes. They have acquired, the food is doing great. We have a full storage of grilled potatoes, full storage of bread, full storage of berries, full storage of carrots. Our sunflower seeds could do better, so we could decide to just remove one row of potatoes because we are full of them. So, and then when they have harvested this line of potatoes, we just replace them with a line of sunflower seeds, so they get a bit more variety in their food. But that's we can just leave it there. Also, we need a place. I said this in the last episode. A place for the showers. I think we should just build a couple of over here, just under the zip line, so all the beavers over the zip line can watch at the people shower, or the beaver shower. That's something in us people world you should not do. Where is the shower? There. 1, 2, 3. These they pump up water from this body of water, but they should not actually consume water in the same way as they would pump it up, but they just rinse themselves off, so they get a wet fur bonus, which increases our well-being. These ones we can remove these, because that's also a promise from the last episode where we decided that 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, yes, that here we are going to build our large underground pile. It does cost 1,000 science, so we can't build it immediately, as this bit is dry. This 14.5 days. Oh no, these trees are not going to make it. That's a shame, but I think they have cut all of these down before they die. But if they die, they turn out like one of these oaks, dried oaks, so you can still cut them down and get all of the woods the same amount as like a normal oak. That's a bit of a shame. So do need quite a bit more science. We could also build a... No, we can't build an observatory. It does produce way more science than just the inventor hut, but we need pine resin and we haven't actually even grown any pines. How much does 4K science for the mine? So this also can produce science. We can just boost our science production but just leaving the mine running on science. It produces 20 science for 1 hour of work and it doesn't consume anything for that. But that costs 4,000 science and a lot of resources, including treated planks, which we can't make yet. So in the meantime, I think we should just build a couple more inventor huts. Three of them, and just have them work in there. So we build and make enough signs to actually make everything ready. And once we have enough, we can fit one more. Just let these 8 scientists produce enough science so we can actually build our large underground pile and also build enough science to use the dynamite. In the underground pile, I think we should do that first. Because we now only have about 180 storage of wood possible. I messed up. I think I've messed up. You can tell in the comments how bad I've messed up, but in the meanwhile, this one can be paused. Storage of planks is almost full. We can just pause all of our industrial and just let them work on hauling things, building things, and making science points. We have 30 gears out. We need 40 for the underground pile. So we actually should just have these two working in there. So once wind gets in here for them, we can build 10 gears and have that be enough for our large underground pile. Oh, come on. These are, if they finished, look at them. Look at the little baby beaver taking a shower. It's more getting like a dump of water over you, while the beavers over you are gliding around. Our water does seem to be stable, so that's a good thing. Our reservoir is empty up here. It was not that big of a reservoir, but it will be big once we actually have blown all of this out. Our well-being keeps being stuck at around 12. Only a couple of them are going in the campfires and the rooftop terraces, so let's just reduce the working hours to 16 hours, so they get a couple more hours of fun activity time before they go to bed. We have 740 science. We did bake enough gears for now, so we can just pause these. They're all scattering around the map. It's so fun to see all the activity in the morning. They all jump around like a group of ants. Oh wait, we still have a large pile of logs over here. We only need about 170 more signs, so that's should normally take 170 hours, but divided by 8 is end of next beaver day, probably at day 18. Can we do something to store, have like a bit of a reservoir of bad water so we can keep pumping through a drought, so we're not just reliable on bad tides and on the normal temperate season? There isn't a lot of space over here. We could, once we have the dynamite, actually go and blow all of this out, so there is like a hole under this. But then, yeah, I have to think about this. It's not a now problem. We do have enough science now for our underground pile. And let's just build it really quickly so they can cut down all of the woods. And I think once they have finished the underground pile, this episode is going to be done. And then tomorrow we are going to focus on extending our reservoir here, blowing it all out with dynamite. Let's see how we are doing. He's really working hard with his hammer. Look at that. How are you doing, Ubuzu? And he is done. Let's place it for luck so they can start being productive again. Well, so this is the end of the episode now. I hope you enjoyed watching this episode. I've enjoyed making it. If you want to keep updated on this build, subscribe to my YouTube channel and like this video so it gets seen around by more people. I really hope you've liked it. I hope to see you the next time on another episode of Beaville. Thank you. Goodbye.